Welcome to the, I don't know, what is this, third episode? Great. It's a good start on the intros. Welcome to the third episode of this show that's called New Game Plus. I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. That's what I got. Oh, thanks, Dave. Well, let's see. Since last week, Dave showed up on the BattleTech show and was a big terrorist.
Hell yeah. Big terrorist.
That's it.
Got that big game.
Big
actually,
game terrorism? Yeah, that's the thing that happens.
I actually got something to talk about, because last time at the end of the BattleTech thing, we were talking a little bit about the new Assassin's Creed game.
That's true.
Since then, I've managed to put in about 8 or 9 hours into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, like, my impressions of what I thought that game would be were completely wrong, because that game is fucking fun. That game is just straight a good time. So I gotta retroactively change my impressions of that. I very much thought it was going to be like the older one, which to me was an incredibly boring and regulated experience. But this time around, they've really made it a big focus on like exploring things, which is something that I really appreciate. So instead of like, okay, here's you open up your mini map and you just browse with just shit to do, which is like a very sort of like, well, it can't be an open world game unless we tell them everything that they can do on the map, this time you sort of find missions organically, and when you get the mission, instead of it being like, go here to this exact circle and do a thing, they basically just like, so it'll be like south of like the Magartan city, and you're just like,
I really like that.
Yeah, I like that. Red Dead Redemption is doing that too.
Yeah, I want you motherfuckers to listen up. I want you to listen very carefully. Final Fantasy XI, the first Final Fantasy MMO. The game didn't have a quest log. It would only tell you what quest you were on. It wouldn't tell you where to go or how far into the quest you were. And so all of the questing...
Did they at least give you the like a verbatim like text log of what was said?
No. It would only tell you where the quest started at. That was the hardest core shit I have ever seen. People had to start... There were like 30 or 40 part quests where people were like, all right, we're going to start a multi-page wiki. And if you get lost at any point, you need to go back to this point and redo everything until you're sure that you're caught up. It was a nightmare.
I mean, I don't mind.
In an MMO, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, for me, that's the complete opposite of World of Warcraft, where it holds your hand at every step.
Yeah, like, what was I gonna, like, that's, honestly, I feel like that's a fault in game design, because to some descript, if you're leaving the game to go to another resource, that's bad. Like, honestly. Like, I feel like what they've done in this particular game is remove enough of the hand-holding, but still, like, be like, okay, your character, this is what your character remembers, about what was said to you as to where you should go. And that experience to me is like super fun. The only thing I don't really like about this game is, let's say you're level 13. If you're fighting someone who's level 14, you are going to get your ass kicked unless you're like, you don't mind grinding against their health bar, which is going to be extremely massive compared to yours. Whereas they could do like 2 hits to you and you die. You have to do like maybe, I don't know, 30 to 35 hits to them to kill them. But if you're the same level of them as them, it's like fucking nothing to kill the people that you're fighting. So it's super weird. It is like a super strange game in that you are capable of killing people above your level, but you probably shouldn't, because it's not going to do anything for you. And level like gear, I kind of wish that gear wasn't in the game a little bit, because the only thing that gear does is supplement your damage and make you look different. And
well, but it gives you bonuses depending on the skill tree that you're building up.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, if you're doing like, it'll give you like a 4% growth to like your assassin damage if you have like a piece of gear on, for example.
So,
at least where I'm at.
I just want to be clear, Dave. You're saying what you wear makes you look different. All right.
But also the whole hand-holding thing, you know, if you want to talk about that, I mean, look at all the classic JRPGs. There was no quest logs or markers or anything like that. And
first System Shock, when I played that, I was like, what?
Let me tell you, Final Fantasy VII, accidentally stumbling into Wutai and starting Yuffie's quest, and all of your materia gets stolen, and you can't leave the town. It's a fucking nightmare. You literally have no equipment, and you cannot leave.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only difference I really see to that particular stuff is like the JRPGs have a formula to them, right?
Sure.
And that formula, for most part, is expected. But when it comes to open world games, it's like they also have a particular formula, but like at a certain point, you just kind of like, well, I could theoretically go anywhere I want in this game. It's very Witcher-like in that regard, and you know what I mean? Like there's a certain modern aesthetic that comes with open world games that, like you keep focusing on the JRPG aspect, but like imagine if there was a JRPG that had a modern focus and open world focus like this. And I'm not sure I think the closest one might be the new Final Fantasy, though I haven't played that, but I have watched people play that, and it's kind
of cut up into chapters.
I mean, yes, at a certain point, yes, but then you get like the entire world except for one city.
Right.
I literally was like, all right, it's open world now, bitches. I'm going everywhere and doing everything. And then I went back to the main story quest, and I was like, I am 50 levels too high.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, go to this mysterious lighthouse. And I was like, man, I've been there like 18 times. That shit is not mysterious.
Oh, yeah, and
I go to this lighthouse. I hear there's like this crazy powerful person there.
It's me. I'm the crazy powerful person there.
I don't think in the new Assassin's Creed game either that you can over-level stuff. I'm pretty sure that's in there. Like I've been playing for about 7 hours. I haven't met anyone that's like at a lower level than me, but it might just be because I'm keeping in pace with like where I'm supposed to be in the game.
What I've seen, I think I'm only like level 7 or something.
Yeah, I'm like 13 now.
I just left the first area, but it seems to be that if you're following the main story, I mean, I did a few side quests when my level was too low to do main quests, but it seems to me that if you're finishing or following the main story, bosses and encounters tend to be at your level or maybe one level higher. But
I mean, like you're about to step into like the next area, and the next area is very much like a sandbox.
Yeah, and it introduces a whole lot, like the whole going after like the tribe leaders and the scouting missions, and
it fell very much back onto how the original Assassin's Creed mentality was, which is, do enough in an area to find the guy to kill. But in this one, it's like just lower the weaknesses of the army and go. And the only other complaint I have about that game is like it was sort of marketed and pitched to me personally, at least from what I consumed from the marketing, of like you pick your side and then that's it. But it seems like you sort of fluctuate between the two a lot quicker, because like let's say you want to be Spartan, and the main quest for like killing a dude is in the Spartan area, and you're just like, well, if I go there and I do the main quest, I'm going to be killing the team that I want to be a part of. But the game doesn't seem to give a shit. You just go in there and you're just like, okay, my main target is in here, but he's protected by Spartan people. And if I kill enough Spartans in this area, then eventually the system's going to be weak enough for the enemy to come in and roll over it. And I'm just like, well, what if I don't want to kill the Spartans in the area? There's no real like way of achieving that particular stuff. So it's a strange one. It really is. Like I don't know how to describe it other than that, it's still super satisfying to go into a region, into a castle, and just be like, all right, Hawk, notice all the dudes, and then I just systematically fucking ruin this castle. Like, that is still super fun.
It's a fun game. It has its quirks. I've run into a couple of bugs where, like, I'm just playing it on PS4. I didn't feel like downloading it on my computer. But I've run into a bug twice now where I'll be talking to an NPC and like the video stops moving, but you still hear the voice.
Oh no!
The video doesn't catch up, and so then like I literally have to like close the game and reopen it again. It's only happened twice in about, I don't know, 6 hours. But
that's super weird. I think the most annoying bug in the entire game though is like you use the Ubisoft Club to get free like armor or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, you can never get rid of that from your inventory. It's just there forever. So like I got this level 5 armor in my inventory and I'm wearing like level 17 shit, and it's just like
I didn't even sign up for that shit.
Good, don't. It's terrible. It's just like, I'm just like, sweet, cool looking armor. I'll put that on. Oh wait, I can't delete it. Sweet, this is gonna sit in my inventory forever. That's not gonna be annoying.
You can't even break it down for like materials or whatever.
Can't sell it. Can't delete it. Can't remove it. It's just there forever.
Oh, that would annoy the fucking shit out of me. I hate a cluttered inventory.
But yeah, that's me, Arthur.
All right, that was Dave's entire intro. It was entirely about Assassin's Creed.
I mean, people know who I am at this point, and if you don't, you
know, Dave, I said that once at the end of Eric Vulgaris's Burning Crowns, and one guy in the audience went, "Actually, this is my first time watching," and I went, "Son of a bitch! Now I have to do my full outro for this one motherfucker who showed up for the first time." What if that motherfucker's in the audience right now, Dave? You'll never find out because we're just gonna go do Spootnik's intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Spootnik, what do you got going on?
You pretty much heard there Dave's intro. I've been playing the new Assassin's Creed, and prepping for storms. That's about it.
Storm prepper. Yeah. How many cans of spaghetti?
Look, don't say it dramatically like that, or someone's gonna make Storm Prepper Simulator a thing on Steam.
That would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't. No, I mean, isn't that what the Long Dark is?
Let me
probably.
Let me tell you about my current studio aspirations. So I have a boss who is very excitable, and he's like, "Dave, I want to build a development studio inside of the company." I'm like, "Sweet, cool, we can do that, no problems." And he's like, "Well, here's a bunch of IPs that we have, and we have some, stuff for like, simulator-esque games." And he's just like, "So how can we make these games interesting?" And I'm like, "Okay,
you can't.
Here's what we do.
That's what you should have said.
You take a simulator game, right? You put as much work into the simulator aspect as possible as you want, okay? And then you add one additional feature which makes it stupid. One additional feature. So,
that's
for
true.
example, take My Summer Car, for example. Very detailed car building simulator, but with an open world bullshit on top of it. That's all you need to do to make the games very interesting.
Have you told them about our kind of Pacific Rim kaiju fishing game?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So with the storm simulator one that we just came up with, imagine if you could, during the actual storm itself, loot your neighbor's house.
No, I was gonna say the exact opposite. Zombies attack during the storm, and you have to fight them off with all of your storm prep materials.
Wasn't that Fortnite? Wasn't that Fortnite?
Nail gun. Yeah, I guess that would be Fortnite.
Lightning strikes a zombie and turns into a super zombie, and then you have to.
I was thinking more like Left 4 Dead, but yeah.
It's like a storm simulator prepper game, except for there's like a layer of cult religion over the top. So
yeah.
Random things to like send to stores.
Speaking of cult religion, I tried playing that.
I thought you were going to be like, I was looking into Scientology.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Full simulator.
I
drank the Kool-Aid.
The card game. I can't fucking like it makes no goddamn sense.
Wait, what card game are you talking about?
Cultist Simulator.
Cultist Simulator.
It takes a second to get, but it's super cool.
I mean, and I keep hearing that, but I'm playing. I'm like, there's nothing that I can see in that game that tells me what it is that I'm fucking doing. It's literally like draw a fucking card. Like, okay, play a card. Okay, like even like hovering over a card doesn't tell you like this card does that.
Welcome to solitaire simulators, man. Like
it's so strange, and
it's like there's really weird resources in that game that you have to figure out how to get.
I guess part of the game is figuring out what the resources and cards do.
Yeah, you're the leader of the cult. Like recruit people.
I'm the leader of the cult? I thought I was down a cult.
No, you're the leader. You got to recruit people and you got to kill people without getting caught, and don't get fucking caught.
I thought I was killing the cult members.
No, you are the cult.
Oh, well, fuck me. Whatever.
There you go. Play it again and see if you get it now.
Nah.
Oh, you had to read the 30-page manual that comes with it. Oh.
Well, yeah, except it's a fucking digital.
I mean, I just want to say, maybe his cult is he recruits people into it, then he stalks and murders them to protect the public from people who would become cultists. He's like the Dexter of cultists.
That you convince people to like you're so charming you convince people to join the cult, but actually you hate cultists, so you kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a D&D character.
Because everyone was like fucking, jizzing all over about this game, and like I tend to think I'm a fairly smart guy, and I'm playing it going, there's literally no tutorial. It's like game start go.
Well, of course. Spootnik, care for a game of Gwent?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
At least Gwent tells you how to fucking play.
I love the in-game adaptation of Gwent in that game. Like I was basically that Witcher 3 to me was all right. I'm just like I'm a monster hunter, but secretly I have a gambling addiction.
I call a fuck ton of monsters to the field and win instantly.
I played all through The Witcher 3, not a single Gwent.
Oh, you missed out. There's some good Gwent games.
I went from Gwent to Gwent in that game. I was like, my Geralt was literally just like, you got monster problems. He's like, yeah. It's like, listen, I have an itch that only Gwent can scratch.
There's an entire quest that's Gwent only. It's a Gwent tournament. You have to win in order to get through it.
Exactly. Literally every new area I went to that game, I was like, all right, where's the Gwent guy?
Yeah. My favorite part of that whole game was basically just like, it's like, Witcher, my family is destroyed because of some weird curse that we have. And then Geralt's just like, yeah, cool story, Gwent. And then I just like imagine just like sitting there, like it's like, so your kids.
And then they'd always get stuck in a head nod as well. Like you'd agree to play Gwent, and then it'd be like 5 awkward seconds of head nodding before the game started.
Man, I got to like the Gwent quest and the last DLC, Blood and Wine. As soon as I found out it was a Gwent quest, I'm like, pass.
No, you good?
Because that would mean I'd have to go through the rest of the game to figure out how fucking Gwent worked. And no.
That's true.
Gwent was super easy. The only problem I have is that the Gwent in Witcher was very easy to beat and break. But Gwent these days is like, yo, I hope you got your fucking shit ready, motherfucker, because Gwent's insane.
It's like completely different from the video game.
Oh, no, yeah, it's absolutely incredible. But I don't know, like, have you guys ever played, so there was a Game Boy game called the Pokemon Trading Card Game.
Yep.
It was
Did you know there was a Pokemon trading card game called the Pokemon Trading Card Game?
But here's the thing, I knew
physical cards.
Yes, I know.
This came about when the physical cards were really popular for me as a child.
Mm-hmm.
But in this video game, it's like the entire world revolves around. It was sort of like a semi-open world card trading game where it was like a Pokemon game, like the exact same formula, but you were it was trading cards instead of Pokemon. So you would go to these fucking gyms and you'd just be like, all right, who wants to fucking throw down with a new Pokemon trading master? And it was just like a stupid. give me an open world RPG game where it's about trading cards instead of like
nah, bro.
whatever.
Man, later on, Pokemon would have this thing where you could like blend berries together, or like do hair care on your Pokemon, and there would be like hair care tournaments in game or berry blend tournaments in game. Yeah, man, Pokemon is 100% about selling out as much as possible and figuring out what minigame the kids actually like. And it turns out the minigame kids actually like is finding Pokemon and then trading them.
I had Pokemon everything. There was like the Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy. Had that. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium.
I'm actually writing my own Pokemon system and we're playtesting it next Friday.
Nice.
Wait, you know there is one that you can use.
There are actually 3 and they're all fucking horrible.
What was the one that David used?
Horrible.
Yeah, you didn't like that one? I have only seen him play that a couple times.
If the rulebook is 500 pages long, it's probably not going to be a very good game.
Pokemon Brown, the RPG.
Brown.
It's shitty.
It's really bad.
That was the joke.
All right.
I got it.
Look, Spootnik, you got anything else for your...
Well, now that I made that joke, I feel confident in my cultist simulator.
Very well. Good. That's correct, chat. You cannot say the word butt in chat.
I love you.
I had to ban that a while ago.
You can't say the word butt, but I can say ass and fuck.
Yes, you can say ass. It's just we had a rash of people about 4 years ago saying butt over and over again. So I banned it.
Telling Farrell that even though she didn't like Witcher 3, she could still touch my butt. That's still insane.
Look, Farrell last week told me that I was her waifu, and that's a problem for me. I'm a 3D man, okay? You can't waifu me.
Dude, I don't know if Farrell could make you a waifu.
So here's the thing. You could be my waifu as well.
No. Do you not understand how 3D works?
Look, Arthur, you're 2D to me. Okay? I see you on that screen.
That's technically true.
Do it.
You'll have to fight Dio for that spot, though. So.
Oh, man.
Dio can win.
What a top 10 anime.
Zawaldo.
I thought you were 2D, waifu.
All right. With that, let's just go ahead and do Drumurboy's intro.
Oh, God. Hi.
You thought his waifu was 2D, but really she was 3D.
Yeah.
That sounds like the start of a light novel.
I don't know.
Oh, man, I wish I could meet you in real life and do relationship things. Like, but you can. It's like, no, I really wish I could.
Oh, man. Anyway, I'm Drumurboy. I make a bunch of music and stuff. If you want to hear some music, go to Spotify and type in Drumurboy. That's my name. I'm Anson My Eyes Johnson.
I thought you were going to say don't wear it out.
No. Yeah, that's about it. I play Thief on the weekends. I didn't this past weekend because I had a buddy's wedding on Saturday. And then Canadian Thanksgiving, and I stuffed my frickin' face full of everything on Sunday.
I'm so jealous that your Thanksgiving is so sooner than ours. It's my favorite holiday.
Oh, I haven't had pumpkin pie in a year. Pumpkin pie is life.
Oh,
I've been having pumpkin spice item every day for like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you're a basic white girl.
Yeah. Except for the girl part. I am basic.
You
know, someone told me on Monday I should get Uggs. And you know why? I'm resistant to that for one reason. That shit does not come in black.
Motherfucking Uggs. You can get black Uggs.
I've never seen them. I've never seen them.
Can you get pumpkin spice Uggs?
No.
Yeah, I come from the country where Uggs originated from. You can get a black fucking Ugg.
I've never seen this.
You can get working boots, like actual like hardcore like boots you put on to stop your toes from being crushed by stuff. And they're still Uggs because they have the wool on the inside.
Look, here's how it is. My priority in clothing places getting a hoodie with cat ears before getting Uggs. So if I can find one of those,
I understand. You're a man that hates comfort. That's fine.
No, that is maximum comfort right there.
No,
just get a cat onesie, stitch some Uggs to the feet.
Oh my God, what is it with you guys?
And then a butt flap, so you don't even have to take it off when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and there's only one way to get in. You have to put your foot. You have to like slide into it like a sleeping bag. Yeah, I like that.
You gotta like lay it on stairs and slide down the stairs.
You just like convert half your stairs to a slide with something that just holds it for you. That'd be awesome.
I realized I was a sadomasochist the day that I bought brand new boots, and then went to another country for a month.
Wow.
Brand new boots.
I mean, that definitely. I mean, you might not have realized you were a sadist, but you definitely realized you were a masochist.
Yeah.
I've done that before, except it's like, you know, you go to a conference for work and you're just like, oh, I'll just buy new shoes for the conference. And then you put them on and it's like, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah. We walked like a couple miles around downtown Ottawa in Canada, and then we went to some store, and I'm sitting in a parking lot with a knife that I bought specifically so that I could take the Dr. Scholl's I just bought and cut them to fit in my boots in the middle of a parking lot.
I thought you were going to cut your boots off because your feet were so swollen.
You just cut your feet off at that point, right?
Yeah.
Wow, let's skip over that and just do Atomic's intro.
Yeah.
Atomikspoon, I make noises. I've been doing World of Warcraft all week.
That's the weirdest fucking intro I've ever heard. I make noises?
I make noises. They generally start with fuck and that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I've been fighting this flea problem, man. I haven't been doing a lot of gaming this week other than Warcraft stuff. These fleas, like I thought I got them, and then they came back with a vengeance, and it's many casualties. So
the fleas are on your pets, not you. I think you should make that clear.
No, they were because the cat sleeps at the foot of my bed a lot. They were
infested
the bed.
God.
So I woke like I didn't see any of them. I woke up and then the like from my knees down were just like chewed to pieces by these things.
No,
it was not fun. Because I saw like one or two. I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. I didn't know that because the dog has it as well, and they just. So I've had to nuke everything. Everything has been washed. Everything's been taken out. Clean laundry's been washed again. Like it's literally just been a constant struggle and a nightmare. So that's been my week.
Farrell just brought in a quote from my quote.
That's old. Man, that shit is so old.
Number 36? Oh, man, I don't even remember what that's from. Farrell will remember.
No, of course. Man, that shit is all the way from Dante Fierro.
Really?
That's from like episode 3 of Night City.
Fuck, man, that's like 2016.
Yeah. That's old. It's actually more like 2015, but okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yes.
I don't believe you for a second.
I believe you screwed. Like it might have been like the second half of 2015. I'm pretty sure.
I can check. I have the technology. I will get back to you.
All right. Look, there's been a lot of anime over the last week. I want to talk about the one anime you definitely shouldn't watch. It's called... Sorry. Oh, wow, Drumurboy. Wow.
I am with you, drummer.
Fine, I'll just skip over it then. I'll save my incredibly detailed and dense commentary for people who will appreciate it. No, it's too late.
Hey, I don't mean to be offensive, but no one gives a fuck.
The audience gives a fuck.
Now that you're taking it away, I want to know.
But you guys don't give a fuck, and that's why we'll just move on and do something else.
It's like a forbidden fruit now.
You sons of bitches.
Look,
no, thank you.
No, thank you.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's not me. That was ammunition. Ammunition put that on Twitter, and it killed me. I died.
Poco, no, thank you.
So do we have to restart at the beginning because Dave just died?
No, we're good. We figure out where the skip part. Someone told me that there was no skip introduction button last time. There is a skip introduction button. However, it doesn't work on mobile. You have to go down into the description section, note what time it is, and zoom ahead to that time.
I love the idea that the people who are skipping the introduction won't hear the fact that there is a button now to skip the introduction.
No, but they would have heard it last episode when I told them to do it. Mm-hmm. Look, Dave, I fucking covered this shit last week. It's fine. We'll get it done.
I remember.
So what is important for this week is that people who watch this show should fill out this pretty sweet form that I've got. I'm throwing it in the description section of the YouTube video and also in chat right now. Just asking what shows you watch on my channel and what you'd like to see in the future. I'm going to be keeping it open through next week. If you're watching on YouTube and it's past 10/17/2018, don't fill it in. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm never going to check it after the 17th. So
I'm pretty sure you can like cancel the sheet.
I could.
Is one of the questions less Spootnik?
No.
Oh. Okay, good.
But probably
All
there'll be a one
cowbell.
that I'll add that says, "What do you feel about people who come on my show and then dunk on anime?"
No, it'll just be like Spootnik, yes, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Does anyone remember what happened last episode? P.S. You died a bunch.
We dunked hard on the humans last episode.
Yeah, you did.
Last episode was a human hate jamboree, I think.
That's going to be every episode, though.
Welcome to the roast of humans.
Because it's racist, and that's okay because it's fantasy.
Yeah.
And then we got into
that's our word. Okay.
We got into a goblin-y kobold little hole and then died because we rushed in without having a plan.
Henley died. We killed some motherfuckers. He died. So
I probably would have died. I was close. I was like,
that whole thing was role playing, ladies and gentlemen. I made an insight check, fucking failed miserably, and dealt with the consequence.
and then we died to the dude that meets us every time we wake up because he's a wizard apparently.
First off, you still don't know his name because you never asked, even though you did drink his tea and insulted him repeatedly.
Tiny cups.
Tiny cups. Yeah, we even got fan art of that Tiny Cups.
Yeah.
You then confused him by saying some weird shit. Then you accused him of being a wizard, and he decided to show you how wizardy he was by throwing some icicles at you.
We didn't accuse him. It was a simple offhanded comment about maybe he is a wizard, and then he's like, "What?" And then he just fucking...
I want to point out from a suspicious person perhaps attempting to hide being a wizard, when they hear someone say, "Is he a wizard?"
So, I mean, he hit us with what? Is it 11d6?
12d6,
Like
yeah.
12d6, okay, and everybody but fucking Kelly died.
Yeah.
That's right. Half-orc bullshit.
Well, I didn't actually roll the damage, but Kelly might have gotten overkilled, so...
Well, anything
it
brings him back to 1. So.
It brings me back to 1 instantly, so...
And then Kelly lost a bunch of respect for Rorik.
Yes, that's true.
Mad fucking shit talking going on. But
and
we
that's...
learned how to, if, you know, we got some information so we can kind of speed the thing up again and we inevitably die again.
Speaking of speeding things up, I believe you guys said you were going to go and buy all the same things you did the first time at the general store. Yeah, and then you had instructed Rorik to walk ahead of you and not walk with your party this time as you headed towards...
not traveling together because he's a coward and he doesn't deserve friends with non-cowardice-like people.
So that's where we find ourselves. 2 hours before sunset, you arrive at the same place you arrived last time.
All right, boys. We know what we need to do.
Time to set a trap.
So Rorik stops there and waits for you all to catch up, sitting down on a rock and says, "This is a good place to stop and wait for the night. You'll probably be tired if you've been traveling all day. Tomorrow morning you can set out. Well, I suppose you already know the direction you're going."
Mm-hmm. First off, we need to set a trap over there, and he points to like where...
Why are you setting a trap?
Wait, hold on.
There's some bandits that are going to come by here.
I see.
Did Rorik say that we know where we're going?
Yes, because you told him you know where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we told him about that whole story.
So he holds his hand up and he says...
Time restarts for him too, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't know that time restarts. So.
Right. Okay.
We convinced him.
He holds up his hand and says, "That's highly inappropriate to set a trap for those men.
They were going to rob us last time."
That's your story. But I want to remind you that we do not judge people based on things that they might do. Instead, we judge them on things that they have done. If you plan to kill these men because you suspect that perhaps they'll murder you, that makes you murderers.
Not kill them, just trap them.
I wouldn't say murder.
That is a crime. It's literally called entrapment.
It's a crime to trap people?
Yes.
Even bandits.
You are hunting and stalking these men.
What do we need? Do we need proof? Well, how do we get proof?
From confession. If they did not attack you last time, can you not simply repeat the same actions so that they do not attack you this time? Or do you intend to act as executioners upon these men for things that they have not done in this or in any memory?
I don't think you're really in any position to
Be
tell us about what's
silent. I am tired of your attitude today. You may treat me as a coward, but the rest of you are the true cowards. You plan to ambush men in the night and murder them for a crime they have not committed.
Yet.
Do not speak to me, any of you. I may no longer be a Templar and a paladin, but I am still a knight of this land, and I am commander of the militia. I am the only one here who has authority to judge people for crimes.
I liked you better when we didn't.
If you carry this out, you will be the ones who will be judged murderers, except I will not have you murdered.
Before we knew his secret.
Yeah, he didn't seem as much of an asshole last time.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick
You
now.
will find lifetime imprisonment, which I suspect will bore you far more than death will.
That's pretty exciting, actually, lately.
That's pretty rich coming from a giant tin can. So these assholes.
I do not have time to babysit you. But if I have found these men dead tomorrow morning by your hand, we are going to have a problem. Come back with Maria or not at all. Then he gets up and leaves.
What?
No, not going to do the rock thing?
So I highly think that we should no longer inform anyone about what is going on with our situation.
Yeah, I agree. It changes people.
Great idea.
It makes them think we're weird.
Well, I'm not so worried about what they think about us, but it makes us being able to do what we need to do very difficult.
True.
I haven't said this yet, but he's got a good point. Did I just say that?
You just said that.
I just said that. Okay, just making sure I'm not crazy.
Anyway, so setting a trap?
Please.
What kind of trap are you setting?
What?
A logic trap.
I mean, we could boost Daka up into a tree, have Finley, be in halfling size in some nearby whatever, and then just
ambush
myself or Kelly. Just only set up one tent or say, oh, it's one dude, and then everybody else, when they try something, jumps them.
So, are we trying to kill these guys, or just like?
We'll give them an opportunity to walk away, but if they come at me, because I will be the only one in this camp, I expect that they won't last long.
I concur. Because here's my logic, right? They're assholes. 2, they're assholes. So refer to the first point. They got shit we could probably make use of. Why buy it if we can just take it from some assholes? And 2, who knows who they're going to go and rob? I mean, there's all sorts of innocent people, farmers, merchants, whatever. They don't deserve to be mugged by some asshole.
So the other thing that's worth pointing out is, regardless of what we might feel about these bandits, the coward has a point. Let's say that, every single time that we interact with these bandits, they never actually mug us or attempt to rob us. Their intentions might be otherwise, but who's to say that they aren't cowards themselves?
That's true. We could intimidate them.
Well, here's the thing. Let's work out every opportunity, because here's the thing. I highly suspect that we will be repeating this a lot. Yeah. And if we are going to have to come to blows with these bandits every single time, perhaps there are more efficient ways of dealing with them in the future.
How about last time we couldn't hear what they were saying before they came over. I could go hide in a tree, see what they're saying.
No, what I'm suggesting is that we give them every opportunity to prove us otherwise that they're not what we think they are.
Yeah, so I'll just listen in on their conversation before they come up to the fire.
I think a man's true intent can be judged not by what he says, but his actions. So if we give them a honeypot and they don't take from it, I feel like we should be able to leave them alone, theoretically, without issue in the future.
I feel like we can do both. If you're the only one on the camp, the rest of us are hidden. I can then eavesdrop on their conversation before they come up to you. We can discern their true intentions.
Prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, we have an advantage. Flanks and sword.
And you know, if this is something that we have to repeat in the future, going forward, perhaps we can even work out who they are and where they come from and maybe put a stop to their actions as a whole.
True.
Maybe. But then again, humans don't tend to change their personality overnight. So a coward is going to be a coward and a bandit is going to be a bandit. But let's say that this is their first time doing bandit stuff or whatever. Perhaps we can persuade them otherwise. But, you know, if every opportunity is given to them and they rob from us and they take from us, then I have no qualms about removing them from this place.
He's got a very good point. I mean, they could be, and they could just be some, desperation makes men do crazy or silly things, or they could actually be part of some organization that's just out there to cause hell, much the local populace. So discerning their intentions and everything else. And I still can't believe I'm saying this, is a very good point that he makes, and I agree with him.
But let's not confuse things. Rorik is still a coward.
Correct.
True.
And he will be judged by me eternally for his actions previously. And it's not something that you tell people, especially if you want them to like you in the future. So I'm not sure why he was so forthcoming with his cowardice. Maybe he sees it as a way to come to terms with it, but honestly, it feels like he's just whipping himself for whatever reason. Anyway,
either way,
let's cook up some of this boar meat while we wait.
Yeah. When they arrive, as they talk, I can put out their light, so they'll have to come closer to the fire quicker.
They had no light last time.
They did.
No, they didn't have light.
I thought they had
the only reason
they were stumbling through the dark towards you because you had light.
Yeah,
I thought they had
and the only reason we saw them was because of dark vision. So,
right. Well, in any case, I know where they are, so I can hide nearby and listen.
So just plan of action. Kelly's the only one that has a tent or bedroom or whatever out, right?
Yeah, and I can make the camp real tantalizing. I can have cooking smells go up and a really obvious campfire and that sort of shit. It's and make it so that it's very obvious there's one person here in the camp, which is me. Yep.
So, and I guess we'll just have one ranger one side of the road, one on the other, whatever, and where Finley's at, just watching and waiting.
It's not really a road here. You're just kind of...
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're either side, just so we have a tactical advantage, I guess.
Yeah, there's tall brush or something, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the grass here is very tall. Everything's wild.
So do you want me to roll to go into stealth, or do I just go?
We'll roll if it becomes necessary. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, is it Daka and Agrim are both going out and kind of flanking the camp and keeping an eye on where you think the guy's coming from?
Yeah, I'm going to go just a few feet in the tall grass off of where we saw them last time come in.
Okay. Interesting.
So that he can eavesdrop it, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. Daka, last time you would arrive 2 hours later because you guys spent a bunch of time in town and you got the meat cooked up into meatloaf. This time you wait a while. It seems as if he arrives sooner than he did the first time, however. There's only one guy. It's the leader who was speaking last time. He's missing an arm and blood is dripping off of it. And he's using his sheathed sword in his other arm to stabilize himself as he moves towards your camp. And you can see him just fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Shit.
So
what time of day is it right now?
It's nighttime. So this guy can't see anything. He's just heading towards your campfire.
So if it's a different situation altogether,
It is a different situation. Yes.
New game plan. I'm gonna pop out of the tall grass and like run over and like.
All right. As you pop out and begin running over to him, he doesn't notice you until you get real close. And when you do, he jerks his sword out of the sheath, but it like catches and he just starts flailing around. He's like, "Stay back! Stay back!"
I'll put my hands up. Be like, "Oh, friend, you look hurt. Do you need help?"
Yes. There's a fucking madman out there.
A madman. We can tell you. You can tell us all about it. Come up.
Do you have bandages, herbs?
I have medicine skills. Just come up to the fire.
Good. You should prepare. You might come under attack.
Well, we'll have the upper hand then, won't we? And I'll just like help him up in the fireplace and like signal Kelly to be like, the plan has changed.
All right. I'll just sit down and wait.
So like I'll sit him down and get out my medicine.
Okay.
Do a check, I guess.
Yeah, make a medicine check here.
So you might need to try
10?
his wound or something.
A 10 is not gonna be. Oh, I think that's actually what you need in order to stabilize somebody.
It is 10 is the minimum. So
yeah, you do, in fact, stabilize.
Sweet.
He is not looking well. He's clearly lost. I mean, on top of the arm, he's lost a ton of blood, and it seems like he's just surviving off of adrenaline right now.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps nervously looking around to the north.
And north is where we came from, yeah?
North is where he came from. You guys came from the east.
Okay. It's like, well, friend, if you're going to talk, now's the time.
There was... he was a madman. He killed all of my friends. We're just out here. We're hunting the giant boar. The king of boars, Tatzel. And, he just started killing us for no reason.
What equipment does he have on him, Arthur?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's just got like, so previously he had a ton of fucking daggers. This time, none of the daggers are in the sheaths. He's got a longsword he didn't have last time. And he left the sheath out in the field when he drew it on Taka.
What about
no bow? Armor-wise, he's wearing leather armor.
Okay.
Obviously, it's missing one arm.
You don't look like any hunter I've ever seen before.
I lost my equipment out in the field, trying to get away. Everything.
Can I get an insight check on this guy?
Yes. What are you looking for?
I want to know because there's a lot that we know about this group and their intentions previously, right?
Yep.
I want to know, because this is a similar story that they spun last time. I want to know if that's their intent. If this guy, because there could be some sort of mimicry or something like that happening that I'm not aware of. So I want to know if his intention here was that they were a group of people hunting.
Okay, go ahead.
So what is the skill I'm looking for here? Insight, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
10.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry, that's sleight of hand. I don't know.
So let's keep the same die rolled. What's your modifier?
It's 4. Actually.
All right, so that's a 14. Yeah, that's gonna change things. Yeah, this guy is talking about stuff. You hear him just start babbling something about a greatsword and piecemeal armor, and it comes to realize that this guy is definitely talking about Rorik. He's fleeing from Rorik, having killed all of his friends and him.
So then we all have this realization soon.
Just, I start laughing. I start slapping my knee. And what about his intentions for like lying here? Like,
I mean, he's not lying about anything technically. He's just exhausted and afraid.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we know the person who attacked you, and honestly, at this point, friend, I don't really care about your situation.
You wait, you what?
Yeah. Look, we know the guy who attacked you, and we know the reason why he probably attacked you as well. So, anything you say about this boar or whatever, I have serious doubts about you and your intentions and all of that stuff.
So he tries standing up suddenly and then slips and falls, and then uses his longsword to help prop himself back up, and begins waving at all of you, backing away from the fire. And he's like, "You're with him?"
As soon as he starts to stand up on his longsword, I kick it out from under him.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, he falls back on his butt again and begins dragging himself away from the fire.
Good luck.
Can I cut him off?
Yeah, you want to pop out from behind him? From the long grass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supplies. Where do you think you're going?
I don't know you people. You're talking crazy just like him.
What exactly does crazy mean?
You're out here. You're waiting for me, aren't you? This is all some sort of plan.
Let me say this. You've got one opportunity to tell us the truth and to tell us about what actually happened with you and this man of plate mail if you want to live. And keep in mind, we know a fair amount about what you're going to say, so if it doesn't ring true, you won't survive much longer.
So while this is happening, he's still struggling back to his feet. But it sounds like Doc is on one side of him and Finley's on the other.
Mm-hmm. I'm still sitting down, like attending to the food, by the way. Like that, like I haven't
sitting there, like stirring a pot.
Yeah,
you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'm
everything
standing. Finley is kind of standing, blocking the direction that he was crawling to. So
yeah, this guy turns
I'm still hidden in the.
He tries to make a break for it.
To which direction?
South. So away from the direction that he was coming from.
I mean,
I
want to be bothered by it, or just let him run. I mean,
can I try to lasso him while he makes a break for it with my rope?
Yep. Go ahead and make an athletics roll.
All right.
I have the southern accent, but he's doing the lassoing. Okay, got it. That's true.
I honestly think that what we should be getting out of this guy is more information about how Rorik actually is.
Jesus.
I agree.
Yeah, you throw the lasso after him, and as it slides out, the rope gets tangled in one of Daka's horns.
No.
I don't even flinch. It just like pulls tight, like tiny little halfling hanging off my.
This guy, I wouldn't say he goes bolting, right? He's heavily injured. He's exhausted. He doesn't have a crutch anymore, and it's dark, so he couldn't move at full speed anyway. But
Can I walk quickly and catch up to him?
Yeah, he hobbles away, and you power walk after him.
So, like, I try to do this elaborate rope thing, and Doc is just like, I got this, and takes it.
I've still got the rope hanging off my horn. I'm just like,
I like the idea that you grab him. You grab him by the back of his scuff of the collar, and he's kind of walking. He's like, "Don't make this difficult." Yeah.
I just had the mental image of, so you see it, the guy's trying to crawl away, and you see Doc backlit by the fire. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I just in my head.
What do you want to do, Daka? You've power walked your way. You almost reached a jog.
just like get in front of him and like stop him.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, he's still trying to dodge around you. Like, no matter what, this dude is attempting to escape you guys.
We just need information. If you stop and give us some information, I can help you get back to town.
I at that exact moment, I'm just like, food's ready, everyone.
Yeah, food's ready. And I'm going to do a persuasion test.
Just grab him by his ankle.
All right.
23, fucking crit.
What I was going to say is that it's at a disadvantage, but that's still a 16.
Fuck it.
So it's at a disadvantage because this world doesn't really have the version of the Fifth Amendment, and what you're asking him to do will incriminate himself criminally.
It's
but yeah.
he resets. It's fine.
I mean, for you, yes, but he doesn't have that ability. So unfortunately, when he dies, he's dead.
Go back to being dumb fucks. It's fine.
So exhausted.
Man, Doc has got a pair now. I love it.
His adrenaline finally runs out, and he's just broken at this point. And you guide him back to the fire so he can have anything to eat, and stop shaking. And he says, "Fine. You want to know the truth, then? The truth is that we were out here looking to pick off bad people. You know, bandits and the like. No, fine. We're just looking for whatever we can take out here. If we could find Tassel, that's fine."
I like the idea that he's like, we're looking to pick up bad people. I'm about to hand him the plate of food, and I pull it back, and he's like, "No, actually, we're looking for anything." And I hand him the food again.
You hear the rest of us kind of chuckle. We're just like looking at him.
That man approached us, Rorik. He walked as if he knew exactly where we were going to be. Just popped out of the long grass and told us that if we were looking to kill anyone tonight, that we should find someplace else to go. One of my men panicked, threw a dagger at him.
Oh, that was a mistake.
He was like a whirlwind of steel.
Quite good at that.
Wait, you're saying that he knew that you would be there?
Yes.
We did tell him that.
After he
I don't know if we told him about the bandits, though, did we?
Yeah, we did. That's why he got all mad.
Well, Rorik knows about it, but I mean, after he
Henley pissed him off, so he was on a short fuse anyway.
After he says one of his men threw a dagger at the guy in the plate mill, you just hear it off in some weeds. Sounds like an idiot to me.
Yeah. Sounds like he's resisting arrest.
You have the right to remain silent, or I will kick your ass.
Okay.
The other
I'm
three
believing all this.
got caught up in his fighting. I tried to get away. He got my arm. I managed to get a longsword. That's it. You know how hard it is to throw a dozen daggers with one arm? I've been running for hours.
Throw weapons, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie.
Why were you throwing daggers at a man in a half plate anyway? You know that's not going to do anything.
You get a knife through the eye slit. It's more than good enough.
And you look like a person that could do that. Trust me.
That's a pretty little skilled shot.
That might have been.
What are the odds of making that one?
Seen a man do it before.
Tell me, what is your actual name?
The name's Havrim.
Okay, Havrim, what have we learned tonight?
I'm dying.
And why are you dying?
Blood loss.
And why do you have blood loss? Don't make me ask again.
Because my arm got cut off. I'm laughing, not him.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like,
Looks like you need a hand.
Oh my God.
Do you pop out of the grass again to do that?
Yeah, I'll walk up at this point.
the smell of bacon boar meat is too much.
Look, man, meatloaf. I had so much meatloaf as a kid. That's like my, yeah.
So
Do anything for meatloaf?
It's poor. Anyway.
what we could really use right now is, why don't you tell us about your patrol routes that you were taking tonight? Basically, Arthur, I'm trying to get more information about how we can encounter these dudes.
Yeah, I know, but he's super suspicious when you ask that. He's like, what? Why would you want to know that? No. Wait, I told you what you asked for, and you said you would get me to town. I want you to take me to Bondurant. I need to blend in before that guy finds me.
Do you want to know where that guy lives?
I know where that guy lives. I saw his armor. He's a knight of Flemia.
We've been to his house.
I mean, he was.
I mean, you could exact sweet revenge on someone where you know where they sleep, you know. But if you want to go to Bonderoct, fair enough. We have a job to do first, though. I'll heal you up. You can hang out here.
We probably need to just cauterize the wound. It's going to be his best bet. Stop a blood loss.
I'm going to be clear here. You're going to tell him where Rorik's house is so that he can go kill Rorik for you later?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hold on. Can I pull Daka aside real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can try. The rope on him again. Okay.
So kind of like
still got the rope. It's like,
yeah, I talk.
We can tell you where he lives. What?
So where we're going, there's quite a bit of those kobolds that kind of want floors. This guy's bleeding. Could he be bait?
I can hear you right now.
No, I'm away from him. He can't hear
How
me.
far away are you going?
Out of earshot.
Go to the kobolds.
37 feet.
You're going out of earshot. Very well.
Yeah.
That's
I
out of
take a
earshot
step.
is just far enough to not be heard.
There you
I
go.
take a
Look at
step,
that.
but I'm like, can you hear me? And he says yes. So I take another step. Can you hear me? He says yes. So I take another step until finally he can't hear me.
It's a lot more steps than it would be normally because you're.
Yeah.
That was a short joke.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
We really need a counter. Somebody needs to just stop the screen.
But yeah, so yeah, basically I say I'm asking Doc if we can use this guy as kobold bait in the hole in the cave, and what he thinks about that. He's bleeding. They go after him first.
I mean, it might look suspicious though. They already didn't really trust anyone.
Well, just a thought.
Tell you what, if we don't succeed this time around, maybe we can use him as bait next time.
All right. Let's send him after Roar.
That's the plan. I don't know if he'll make it. He's I've only got rudimentary medicine skills, so if he makes it to Flemia, we'll see.
I mean, how does he feel about us suggesting that we need to cauterize a wound to stop bleeding, to keep him from dying?
I assume that you had done that as part of the medicine check before.
Yeah.
And he was like super into it. He was like, "Yeah."
No.
It was only a 10. He probably wasn't that into it.
Yeah.
Daka, on the other hand, oof.
All right, you can use my pan. No.
We'll use the bottom of it. We'll be respectful to the cast iron pan.
Yeah.
Now you got to season that shit. With the blood of your enemies.
So you guys are talking about sending him after Rorik, and you look at Kelly, like his face is not happy with it, but he's not saying anything. But
If your face is unhappy, then I'll ask, like, would you rather us not? It didn't seem
I like the idea that I started like scrubbing like the pan and stuff like that, and I sort of look up at him and say, "I'm not going to say anything." I keep going back to doing my thing, cleaning the pots and stuff.
Okay. Do I have to roll another medicine check to heal him some more? Or
Nope.
do I need like an actual heal skill to...
No, I mean, look, he's not going to get
stabilized
hit
him.
points back, right? Like, you don't have magic, so...
So he's not dying.
That's
but-
correct.
So he'll be
bleeding, but he's still got low health.
yeah, he'll be okay with some rest.
He is,
The bear doesn't eat him or something.
he's insistent that you tell him where Rorik's house is, right? You've promised him that.
Can I drop a rudimentary map?
Yeah.
Then I'll do that. Do I need a skill check for that or just...
No.
All right.
Yeah. Most, if you don't remember, it's just a straight intelligence check for memory. But like,
I mean, you just walked it
exactly
in the last few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All you do is say, go east until you see the city wall. It's the southwesternmost house.
Yeah, just like... I've been playing a lot of Thief recently, so like a Thief map. Not super detailed, but enough.
Exactly. All right. He starts to stand up and move away from you guys. Previously, when he did that, you followed him around and then forced him to come back. Do you do that this time?
I'm gonna let him go.
All right, he goes for his longsword before he leaves. He picks up the longsword and leaves then.
As he's leaving, I just mentions like, I see you again, you won't live.
Have a good time.
Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah, and as he's gone, I just sort of finish cleaning up, maybe like put a little bit of water on the pans to make them clean and stuff, and I just sit down and I look at the rest of the group and I'm like, I don't like that.
Chances are he won't make it anyway.
It's not the right thing to do, and I don't care about a lot of things that humans do, but telling a man about another man's vulnerabilities and where to get him, that's not something that should be done.
I understand you're a soldier. You would like to face things head on. I like to do things a little bit more from a distance.
I've made my point clear then. I'm not going to stop you from doing these things.
I'll take your position into account next time. Wouldn't want to make you angry. Like, hit him on the shoulder.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
I feel like we're going to be stuck together for a very long time, so I appreciate that you're taking my considerations
into consideration, yes.
So we're sitting around this whatever. I want to pull up my bag of dice. Who wants to throw some bones?
I'm always down for that. How much do you want to put down on it?
I don't know. 5 gold.
What's the gambling? I thought there was a gambling skill in this game. I didn't see it there.
Okay.
I can do 5 gold.
I know I have a set of dice.
You can have proficiency, I believe, in gambling.
I believe I have it because I'm a soldier, but I don't see it on the list.
Yeah, that's why I have the dice. It's the same thing. I have the soldier thing.
I took cards on mine though, so.
Well, we won't get bored then.
So here's my question: are you all playing for real, or is there some cheating going on?
I see. This is the kind of thing because the moment we die, it resets. So like, I don't.
We're just trying to pass the time. Like, it's kind of, we're not really.
Yeah, and as we're gambling, we'll probably be like planning the attack on the lair.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. Sleight of hand. We're probably just shooting shit. Sleight of hand, or what do you want to roll here for this?
I mean, if sleight of hand, if you're cheating, for sure.
I'm not cheating or throwing. I'm just saying.
If not, then let's just have anyone participating roll 2d6 and the highest roll wins.
2d6. All right. Well, Philly and I are both throwing 5 gold in, so ante up, bitchy.
This is some real life
virtual gambling. Of my
Yeah, that's right. I said I was going to make copies of all your sheets. Let's get these rolls first, and then I will copy them sheets.
It's probably going to be a good idea.
That is horrible, Finley.
Just to make it easier on yourself, is just to make a folder for each player, and then put all their shit in the folder. So.
Holy shit.
I get much better.
You all do horribly. These dice are coming up like shit, but Agrim ends up winning by a hair.
So I'm 10 gold up, boys.
Ay.
10?
Yeah, the ante was 5. I threw in, Finley threw in.
Yeah, so we both.
I thought everybody threw in, so
that
would be 15.
You're at 15.
Well, I mean, I didn't count my 5, but yeah.
Well, there's 4 of you, so technically the pot is 20 gold, so you're up 15 gold.
Indeed.
No, my scroll bar wasn't all the way down.
Yeah.
Very well.
All right, cool.
Right. So what's the plan with this?
That's a good question. What is the plan?
Well, it's a giant tunnel. The issue is if the girl is actually inside of that tunnel, we can't just smoke them out.
Oh, could we?
Is there something we could do maybe to try and draw them out, kind of get some of their defenses away?
Well, it was actually a giant wall in there that I went through last time.
If
They're obviously trying to hide something. So my intention would be to at least get us all in there. Well, I don't think there's another entrance. That's the thing. I don't think they're smart enough to make 2 entrances. It is a hole, and they covered up they covered up something, and there were people in there. So I honestly think that they're hiding something. I don't know what it is. It might not even be the girl. But the thing is, we all just need to be in that room together. And I think that's the plan that we should try and work on getting.
Do you think we could make an entrance from behind?
Arthur, was it a natural formation of a cave or was it dug?
The cave was natural, but that specific plastered over tunnel was definitely dug into another cave network.
Right, I get you. I don't think there is going to be a second. So honestly, I think our plan should just be we just roll with the punches, because I doubt we can try and get in there sneakily. But I honestly think that we all need to be in there at the same time. And I think that's really the only optimal plan that we have at this point, until we work out whether or not they're actually hiding something or find another entrance. So
fair enough. I'd wait until they're more or less aware. We kind of announced ourselves last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, but because we announced ourselves last time and like we know sort of their layout, is there any way to sort of bypass talking to like the chief guys or whatever and just pop into the cavern?
We could wait until they're sleeping.
Yeah.
If they do sleep.
Here's the thing. I can't sneak. I'm not going to sneak.
They only had 2 sentry guards. We could take those out silently.
Yeah.
Go in.
Then we've got the upper hand.
And you'd have your shit this time.
True. You're much better with your sword.
All right. So if for whatever reason they get alerted, what then? Do we just take them all out and deal with them?
I say we rush in.
I mean, tactically, we got some good choke points, so we could hold down.
Yes, but they have magic.
True.
We know who the magic user is, though. Could target him first.
Yeah, we could.
Right.
Okay. I'm all for this idea. And the best part is if we fail, we only learn more. I don't see any reason why we should be afraid of death at this point.
All you need to do is turn to look directly into the camera and go, "There's no downside to dying."
Death used to hold me back as a warrior. It doesn't.
What could go wrong?
Oh my god, what could go wrong?
That is my life in a nutshell. It's just Murphy's Law. So,
I like the idea that there's like some sort of foreboding string that plays. It's like
on the toin costs, we'll say, of us dying again. I think we should try to sneak around the visitor that visits us every time and get to his hut. Need to know more about him.
Oh, quite sneaky. I like that.
I don't trust him.
Why don't we handle this?
Yeah, this first contingency. If we do happen to die, we have some sneaky people that could get in and out of that place, get some information on this person, because I don't trust him, and then we could go on our business.
Right.
And if there is no girl in there, then I have no problems in the future literally just burning that place to the ground.
Fair enough.
Once we know that there is a girl in there, and if we have to redo this for whatever reason, we can have a better solution. And perhaps we can even talk to them and retrieve the girl without violence. And then, I don't know. So I think we're set then, yeah?
sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
I like it.
Arthur, I think we have a plan.
All right, you know what else we have?
A break?
Wow, that was good, but actually that's about 40 minutes too soon. I was going to say we have official DACA fan art
Oh shit!
I'm gonna drop it for us in the chat. Oh,
Nice.
Damn! Look
There
at that
you
chibi.
yes.
Hell yeah.
Let me get it saved to my fan art folder and then uploaded onto the stream images.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is Cotton doing Cotton's work. This is Garnet back together. And I'm never gonna be something for the likes of you.
Yeah, I showed that. Askren fan art to a bunch of people, and they all loved the chibi one.
Yeah, everybody loves that cottontail chibi.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
They go crazy about that shit.
It's pretty sweet.
All we need is the last one. We need Kelly, and then we'll be able to get chibis for character.
Kelly's done.
Is Kelly done? Do we have everybody then?
Yeah,
I thought-
everyone.
I thought she just did the one with like the tiny cup. I didn't think it was like a character.
No, that was Rad did the tiny cup thing.
Oh,
If you go to the, you actually posted in the New Game Plus section.
Kelly, Agrim, Daka,
And I've seen it.
Henley. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next episode, I'm gonna cut the chibis out for everybody to use. Cotton's like, no, Arthur, everything's done. Stop being a big jerk face.
It's good work, Cotton.
Yeah. 2 thumbs way up.
So what exactly do we know? We can just go to the camp, Arthur?
That's correct. But I want to remind you, last time you got caught on the way to the camp by kobold scouts, and then you chased a kobold scout back, then you beat the shit out of him, kicked him in the nuts, interrogated him after stealing all his shit.
So can we just say we circumvent that? We kind of go around and head towards the cave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We do just...
Then make a survival roll, whoever is leading the party on this path.
So survival's wisdom, right? So what is everyone's like highest wisdom? Because my wisdom is a +2 at this point.
Mine is -1. You don't want me to do.
Mine's flat.
my survival is what +2 is total +6.
Okay, then you're the one that's doing the survival rolls going forward.
We can do like the help thing though, so you get advantage.
Yeah. So I get advantage.
Yeah, if the two of you who are proficient in it are working together, then there's no reason you wouldn't have advantage.
Yep. I'm not proficient in it.
12.
So,
okay. So here's the deal. You get most of the way to the cave. You know that the cave faces eastwardly, so all of the scouts are going to be looking in that direction, and you approach from the west, so you can come up at it from behind. You get close, and you reach a point where you can't get any closer without being detected. Right? You like reach the edge of the guard's visual radius area. You know, if you go forward, an exclamation point will appear over their head.
Mm-hmm.
There are the 2 kobold guards who are strapped up in their trees.
Okay. So our intent was to just walk in here and start the party, right?
Well, we can see if we can take them out silently first.
Okay. Yeah. See if you can put an arrow in their necks or something like that.
Okay. Then you both are attacking with like bows, long range attacks.
I assume you're sort of doing both at the same time.
Okay, I'm gonna need.
I can do that as well, actually.
All right.
We're doing the ghost recon. We're putting a number above everybody's head. You can...
Exactly.
Doing the countdown.
Let's get stealth checks from everybody participating in this. I'm suspecting Kelly isn't participating, if only because he's indicated that he believes long-range weaponry is cowardice.
Oh, you say?
I believe throwing knives is cowardly.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh no, that's a 1. Well,
do we have is there like what are the inspiration in this game, Arthur? Like,
yeah,
or have you decided not to use inspiration?
I've not really decided to use that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. An alarm is definitely going to go out. Whether or not you kill them, someone's going to be like, ah, and scream very loudly as they go down.
Wilhelm scream, but kobold.
The question is, do you take them out before they, like, specifically are like, it's invaders coming from the west. They shot an arrow in my shoulder. Like,
I say, yes, we do that.
Then there are 2 of them. And you know that one of them at least is a named guard, right? There's the guy that's up in the tree who you've already spoken to.
Yeah.
What is the who's attacking who, right? You have 3 people and you have 2 targets.
I will go after the guy in the tree.
Well, I mean that they're both in the tree. They're both in tree stands.
The named guy.
Okay.
I would say either we go after that guy or we fire the Rangers shoot, and then if the Rangers don't get a 1-hit kill on, then Finley follows it up to make sure that person goes down. Because I assume it's like they're
I mean, if you're all stealth attacking simultaneously, so there's no like wait to see if he goes down.
I got you. Yeah, so 2 people on the one guy that we like, the named guy, and then who else shoot the other one?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to shoot at the named guy.
All right. I can also shoot at the named guy.
I guess that leaves Drummer at the other then.
Ugh.
Yep.
Okay, let's see some attack rolls.
So Spooty, you would also get an extra D6 on that if you hit, because you're in stealth. So.
Yeah, if I hit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
so that should be
11 hits.
The AC should be not their normal AC too, Arthur. That should be like against their stealth or whatever. So should technically be lower.
I don't know that there is a like versus stealth AC.
Is like flat-footed, right, or something like that.
That's a Pathfinder thing.
Yeah, it's 3-5 in Pathfinder.
Oh wow, Daka. Well, you don't have your crit set up, but you're definitely killed the guy you're shooting at.
So you should be rolling an extra D8 there.
Yeah. Yep.
I can fix your sheet though if you want.
Yep. You maximum. You hit the dude for 17 points of damage. So, Daka, you like move forward and longbow. What's your bow fighting style? I don't think we've ever seen you fire a bow except at a boar butt.
This is an oh shit moment. There's not any really style.
So you're just like snapshot?
I tripped over like a root or something, and I'm like, shit. And just like, maybe I like roll over onto my back and just like. Psh.
Does it like ricochet off the post and just
No. It literally catches this kobold in the back of his head, and the arrow comes out his mouth, and he just falls forward silently. The other guy turns and sees it and calls out and goes, ah! Finley, your short bow attack lands like his mouth opens to do the scream, and your arrow sails through his teeth and hits the tree, and so he can't close his mouth anymore, and he's like chewing on the arrow, and that's when Agrim's attack hits him in the side, and he like falls out of the tree stand and hits the ground, and you can hear him going, "Attackers to the west! It's live ones! Prepare!" And Agrim, you're the only one that understands him because he's speaking Draconic.
Does he take fall damage?
Yeah, he dies when he hits the ground.
Oh, good.
He's just like rolling around the ground. His dying moments sort of call an alarm.
Nice.
What do you guys want to do? You disabled their forward sentries. They got an alarm out.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to go up to the entrance of the thing and be prepared to literally like hit or attack anyone that comes through the entrance.
All right. So your plan is to like hot gate the exit to this place?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to block the entrance when we go into it?
So
we want them to come out, though. We want them to come out to us.
There is a way to block the entrance. The entrance is not very big, right? It's only like 5 foot tall in there. I didn't mention it last time because Kelly didn't have a weapon. But Kelly would be at disadvantage to swing his longsword down there simply because he has to like crouch over and swing a giant ass fucking sword.
I do have a
so
one-handed.
it's the entrance is small enough that you could physically just have Kelly stand there and they would not be able to exit without running into him.
But the cave part of it was much taller, right?
No, the cave is only like 5.5.
Like through the plaster wall.
Yes, the cave is larger when you get deep in there.
I guess my question is when he calls out, are they rushing in from outside the cave and trying to come from inside the cave? Like,
well, let me ask what you're doing. It sounds like Kelly is moving to physically get in front of the entrance with a greatsword and block for it, What are the rest of you doing?
I'm not going to block the entrance, Arthur.
Okay.
I'm going to be on the like SWAT on the corner.
Okay, so you're waiting for them to come out and stab them in the stomach as they go past.
Pretty much, yeah. And then when people are like within melee range of me, that's when I block the entrance.
Of course, the truly most honorable level of combat is to wait for people to go past you and stab them in the stomach.
I will go back into stealth if possible and cover Kelly with my bow. Meaning, like, if he misses or if someone comes up from behind, I can provide him assistance.
Okay, so you're moving behind Kelly.
No. I'm not going to stand behind him. I'll still be a distance away from the entrance, but I will conceal myself and provide him cover.
Okay.
In case.
Can I draw on this map, Arthur?
Help.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to move you to a different map. I'm going to move you to the cave map.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm just setting it up real quick.
A new stealth roll to conceal myself.
Yes.
Okay. I'm foregoing the stealth option and just like kind of looking at Askren, like doing the meaningful PC look to go SWAT mode. Just like kind of arrows up. Kind of.
Yeah, go on Overwatch one, watch the other. Because we know there's scouts out there that might have heard and probably coming on the way from the outside.
Okay, so this is this silver thing here is the entrance to the cave. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, I guess so that's pretty much what we're doing, and I assume that everyone else is like there's like some like bushes, like
yes. I mean, obviously there's tall trees, there's undergrowth so that you could hide pit traps, that kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Kelly, you are hiding beside the entrance. Finley, you're stealthing into some undergrowth. Daka and Askren, what's the plan here? I heard you were going SWAT tactics.
Yeah. So just getting in a position where I can like look in, but still have a little bit of cover.
Okay, so like basically right at the corner.
Basically, yeah.
Just like peek around. Okay, Askren.
I'm probably gonna be I don't know, somewhere over here. Just I'm trying to overwatch for the scouts because we know they're out there.
Okay, so you are the one that's keeping a watch on anybody coming behind you guys. All right. Yes. So I'm gonna need the following things. Askren, I'm gonna need a perception check from you. Finley, I need a stealth check, although I think you already rolled that. Did you? The new stealth check? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll get to that in a second. Kelly and Daka, I'm gonna need a perception check from both of you.
Okay. How are you only rolling one die, Atomic? That's weird.
Mm-hmm. You can set up your abilities so that they like there's a in your skills section or in the core stats there's like a little cog, and then you can have the roll type roll 2d20 or roll 1d20 or whatever. Generally you should always leave it to have like
roll both
dice, roll both. Yeah. So, in case of, and you always just take the one on the left first, right? Like this basically the rules there. Ooh, this dirty fucking music! Holy crap!
Yeah.
I turned it way down for me, but
I can turn it up on my end, so I'm going to.
Okay.
So you need perception, yeah? You said.
Yes.
Yep.
You want me to roll another d20 for that, and just keep the 13?
Holy damn, dude!
No, you're good. Okay, so Daka and Kelly got 22s. Askren, you are looking around for the scouts. As far as you can tell, no one else is reacting to this from the outside. Okay. Team watching inside. Both of you are highly successful at tracking the enemy.
You should show the map, by the way.
Yeah, I'm working on moving stuff around real quick that the people shouldn't be able to see yet.
I get you.
You both spot a kobold, and it takes a while. This is not immediate. It takes like 2 or 3 minutes of tense waiting at the entrance before one like pops his head around for a second and then disappears again, having spotted both of you, and slips back deeper into the cave. Neither of you can understand Draconic, but you definitely hear some like hissed chattering echoing through the cave. Okay. And then you start hearing some noise that sounds kind of like a small avalanche.
Okay, so that I assume they're breaking the wall down now. potentially to bring
That's
more
what I would assume
reinforcements.
as well.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
This song is called "In the Woods." You can go listen to it on Spotify. Just type
That's true.
Drumurboy.
It's a Drumurboy song.
This is your dirty beat.
This is
Okay.
Yeah.
mine.
This is a Drumurboy track.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not.
What do you
I'm-
all want to do? They are at a stalemate with you. They're not willing to come out to get you, as far as you
Okay,
can tell.
Any doors, big places of wood, something like that in here that I can use as a temporary shield?
It was
Anything at all?
fairly sparse last time we were in here.
Yeah,
It's not-
there's
not
nothing
every-
like that lying around. You could technically use one of the dead kobolds as.
I will.
Okay.
Operation Shield.
All right.
Go.
As long as
I
you're
will-
only using a one-handed weapon, you can use a
I
dead
do.
kobold as a +2 shield.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Should I go on
So,
first? to give
so
you-
basically, I hear this and I'm just like, I'm sitting there with my greatsword in both hands. I'm just like, they're not coming out. This is.
I'm gonna go.
And I sort of look over and I put my greatsword on my back and I pick up this dead kobold and I just like grab him by the back of whatever he's wearing and I just pull out my hammer instead and I just like, I look at Doc and I'm just like, all right, follow me. Yeah.
Henley, have you ever been so mad that he hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yeah. I have.
so
I
my plan is
believe
to
this
be.
dead kobold is going to be thrown at some point.
Yeah. So like my plan, if I'm looking at Kelly, I'll like give like the hand signals, like looking, and then to the back wall. That's where I'm gonna be, because that way I can have like full range of sight, so I can take out any stragglers.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. Let's
guys
do
going
that. So I would like to move in, Arthur.
All right. As you move in, things are much as you saw last time, except there are no kobolds inside this cave. And there's also not that weird civilization they set up last time. There's no beds out here. There's no fake cook fires. There's no shit piles. Inside is just kind of this area where people pass through. In the back corner, you can
it's almost like- it's
physically
almost like
see
a-
them stacking rocks and slapping paste in between it to make a fake wall while you're watching.
I just sort of like, you know, reach back with the hammer and I just sort of make like a come on in motion to everyone.
So
So
I will.
back
I
here.
can. Like, Finley, I'm gonna give him like the go. Like you go with him, and I want to watch your 6 o'clock. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'll move forward. Am I still restricted to my movement speed at this point, or can I just go up to the entrance?
You guys can freely move here. They're not coming out to get you. They're hiding in their
All right.
kobold den.
I am in the back right here at the entrance, still covering. Let me get right there. Still covering. I still have my bow out, and Agram's got our back.
Yo,
Yeah,
put
let's
that
sit-
music on repeat, Arthur.
I know.
Tap
I'm
it.
looking for it. I'm looking for it.
Fucking badass.
So I'm gonna set in like right inside the thing and just ready to fire, just waiting to see if anything comes from behind. So
Okay.
I'll get our.
So I'm just gonna saunter over to the wall, Arthur, and I assume that my boys are backing me up.
The closer you get to it, like you get within 10 feet of it, and they stop slapping that
Can we
fast
see them,
concreting.
or are they on
Yes.
the other side slapping?
Yes, you.
Because
I mean, it's like
I'm taking a shot.
It's like small holes, though, right? Like they are mostly done. You could take a shot, but they're gonna get like 3/4 cover. It'd be like trying to shoot through an arrow slit.
Oh, so they're on the
It'd be
other
like trying to
side.
throw a knife through somebody's eye slit.
They're on the other side building it up.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they
on the
are.
other side building it up.
It's still worth a shot.
Okay, go ahead.
Well,
Make a shot.
let me before you do that. Let me just kick down this thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Already in action. As soon
Yeah.
as I see them, fucking.
Well, you guys want to move up because that's a long way to shoot. So
My bow
wait
is
for you guys to
150
get into
minimum, right?
position.
Yeah, let me get in position.
I got
How
long bows.
how far is this
How far is what?
Yeah,
from
it's
me
far.
from me to them?
I think you hold
It's
Q,
like-
right, or whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's
have a long
far.
bow. It's 150 like minimum
Yeah,
for
but
longbow, right?
let's
Yes.
say, for example, that we get into this room here, and then you have to move up your movement to do anything the next
Right.
time.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
I think I'm good where I'm at.
I can get over here.
All right,
So
you
you-
can hear them loudly screeching orders in Draconic at each other as they're preparing for combat as well.
So you're going to be there, Doctor. I'm going to move here so I still have Overwatch on the entrance.
Kelly, while you're planning to kick the area down, it sounds like they're planning to reinforce it with a bunch of kobolds like pushing up against it, using boards and stuff. You can see them like hastily like nailing stuff in there and putting scaffolding in place.
Just dead kobolds are just getting stuck in the walls. Like, screw it, just keep piling on.
I'm just like knock knock, and I start kicking.
All right, is everybody where they want to be for the start of this?
Yes.
Very well. All right, Kelly, I'm gonna need you to make opposed strength checks versus these kobolds.
Can I make athletics?
I
have it as a proficiency.
Yeah,
so.
let's go ahead and do that. Do kobolds have athletics?
Ooh.
The answer to that is no.
Got him.
Yeah, despite their best efforts, you managed to push through and break open the passage. So I need you to be flush against it, and now we got all kinds
Do they
of.
take any sort of damage from reinforcing this thing?
The one guy who's at the front line of it is not going to be able to act in the first round because he's covered in plaster.
Got him.
All right, so let's go ahead and make initiative rolls.
Well, I mean, they were technically holding their actions for me to break down this door. Wouldn't they get like a couple of shots?
I mean,
in?
they get the same. The kobolds would get the same thing from the other direction, right?
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Can I at least like take a side step away from the door?
Yeah. If you win initiative, you can.
Okay. All right.
All right. So
That's
let's
fair.
see here.
I'll accept that term. Oh, come on. Me and my garbage. Like, that's the one thing about playing a warrior who focuses on strength. The dexterity is like straight
Kick a wall down, then get arrows in the back from crit fails.
The kobolds.
I got my kobold shield, so I'm good.
All right, Finley. The kobolds are acting at the same time as you are.
Oof.
What do you want to do?
All right, so what I'm going to do, I think I have 25 feet. Yeah. I am going to come down here. Oh.
You can grab it and hit space if you want.
Yep. Right there. So that's 25 feet. And that is all I can do at this point.
Okay. All right, Kelly, because you've pushed down a rock slide, there's a kobold in the way, I'm giving you +2 AC against range attacks for this round.
Is that including the shield?
No, so you'll also get the shield bonus for holding a dead kobold in your way.
That technically puts me at 21.
Okay. The 5 kobolds who are not the special kobold who's currently locked down with covered in plaster are all pulling out slings and firing small rocks at you.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what they do and how they do it. They are one hit.
I don't think that's going to be enough, right?
The
Unless
17 is a 21.
They get like a +5 in there?
You get a +4. Yep. All right. So one rock hits the kobold's head and bounces into your head right above your eye, and there's a cut and a little bit of blood dribbles down into it.
4 damage from a fucking rock. Are you kidding me?
Have you been hit by a fucking slick? Man, look, you come from the country of boomerangs. That shit hurts. Holy, I've been hit by a fucking boomerang. That shit hurts like hell.
Yeah. Still though, like,
now imagine if a boomerang was made out of a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only ever been hit by ricochets, and shit sucks.
Yes, it's real bad.
How much space? Like, is there literally 10 feet between me and the other person? Or is
it's all like a kobold-sized tunnel.
All right.
Just like last time, if you enter in that area, it's going to be bad for you. All right, so Finley, you move the kobold's attack.
Can I just draw the tunnel? Is it like that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Igrim.
I guess I'm just gonna stay ready and just keep watching our 6 o'clock.
Okay.
You know that gif of Goku being like in Super Saiyan form laying on the grass with Krillin throwing a rock at him? That's what I feel like right now. You know?
The chief warrior of the tribe is stunned, covered in that plaster. But in the back, Kuuzuzumon puts down his staff of office and whips out a longbow and fires it flatbow style. Ooh. Let's see if he can nail this.
So that's still 21, yeah?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So close. He fires a shot, and it would hit you in the face, but you get the other kobold in the way just in time. The arrow punches through the back of the kobold's head, and the arrow stops right before your eye.
I say to him, you're going to have to do better than that, Kuhuazuma.
That's not my name! How would you know that? Daka.
Can I get a shot from here, or do I need to move?
You can get a shot, but they have cover through the tunnel, and it's a +2 for them through the tunnel.
I'm still gonna move to a better...
Okay.
And then take a shot.
Very well.
That's all I can do.
Get him.
Now what we need to do is you need a cross-class and a bard, so that you're just like your real-life character, and then fire using a harp.
Fire like 6 arrows at a time.
Yeah. That's endgame goals for this game right now.
Get like a musical twang from it. Like,
I'll turn into like the fantasy jazz Hans doing a jazz chord with like 6 arrows at once. Anyway, here's my shot. 12, probably not.
No. So your arrow enters into the corridor and like bounces and skitters around before stopping at the foot of one of the kobolds. He jumps back like ah! As if it's like some sort of living snake creature. Mm-hmm. Kelly, you've Kool-Aid manned your way into Kobold Town. What do you want to do now?
Well, so let me ask you this. I move into this tunnel, and what happens to me? I get pack tactics.
Yes, if you move base to base with him, the other kobolds standing around him will all get pack tactics.
You get a flashback of last time in the same.
So, Arthur, I would like to set up the following things that happen if they move in.
Okay.
Right? I want to set up like I delay my turn until these.
Yeah, you're holding your action.
Yeah. So I would like to move to the side.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And with the option being that the moment someone steps here, right? Which is the entrance to that tunnel. Yep. I step forward again and attack. Is that
you
possible?
Cannot hold action and move.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I stay here, but I still attack when they
come past. Yep, got it.
No,
all right.
Do they have to be like diagonal? Can I be a diagonal? Can I do a diagonal attack?
Yep.
Okay, so that's exactly what I'll do then. I'll attack them when they get to that particular point.
Yeah. So what's going to happen this time around is the 2 kobolds on this side. Sorry, this isn't clear. 2 kobolds here are going to attack Finley, and the other 3 are going to attack Kelly from long range.
They can see me through that?
Yes, but you still have the +2 from the tunnel and the +2 from holding your shield.
Sweet.
Do I have any...
You have a +2 because they're firing through a shitty tunnel.
Okay.
So let's see here. What are we looking to hit for you, Mr. Finley, long bottom?
16 is my AC.
More like Finley, small bottom, am I right?
Is that with a +2?
Yeah, with the +2, my AC is 16.
Okay.
So is there a...
Those are both hits.
Oh my god. That's not good.
It's 3d4 plus 4.
Worst glory hole ever. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 rocks sling out, and one of them hits you in your nose, and it just fucking shatters. Blood begins pouring into your mouth. It's just goof, goof. How you doing, Finley?
So that's 10 damage?
Yes.
I'm down.
Yeah. That you get hit in the head the second time, and it goes in a slow motion as your nose breaks, and you hit the ground unconscious and in pain. However, I want to note that because you act on the same initiative as them, you still get to take an action at the same time.
Okay.
Let me get back to killing Kelly.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Kelly murder, that's 0 hits. The ones going up against you, Kelly, are like swing. And a couple of them get pretty close, but using your kobold shield to block around the corner.
3 kobold rocks hit the kobold groin of the shield.
It's that Prince of Tennis thing where you can cause all gravity to be controlled, and you force all of the rocks to hit him in the balls.
And then you realize the protection of nuts, cart nuts.
Oh my god, you guys still, this is the 3rd week.
I'll die 9,000 times, but I'll still remember.
All right, Finley, before you go down, you know you're going down. You're in that state where you're like, oh fuck, I'm dying.
So I kind of roll over here to line myself up in the tunnel, and I'm going to take a shot at this guy.
All right,
here,
okay.
The special guy.
Yep.
Fucking do it in, man.
He brings his shield up to block the attack.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. And that is going to bounce off the shield.
Yeah. All right, I'm down.
Egrim. Finley's down.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Shit.
And you're so far away.
Yeah, I am, because I'm trying to overwatch this tunnel, so you don't-
I warned you about those stairs, bro.
It keeps happening. Wow, Dave, that is an old reference. That's like pre-2000.
Look, man, if there's anything I can do, it's old references.
That's before the existence of PNGs. The GIF war hadn't begun yet.
So, range on the longbow is at 150.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So
Are you going to show us your moves?
I'm gonna try to. So if that's something.
How do you feel when Finley goes down? Are you like Finley, or are you like grim determination?
I'm just more like shit. You know, like it's kind of.
I feel like I need to take these boys back to boot camp. You know what I mean? Like that's what Kelly's thinking when Finley goes down.
If only they all had their own kobolds, this would never have happened.
So if from where I'm measuring, if I move there, this is a clear shot, right, through the tunnel?
That is correct. They'll have a +2 because of the shitty tunneling modifier.
That's fine. Just double check it. Damn it! Stop. Roll 20. Why you do this?
Yeah, they made it significantly more difficult to like measure and move and.
Well, there's the path tool that lets you like do the waypoint thing, but I always forget what it is. Okay. So what was that? Yeah.
You look kind of tall to be a kobold. It's like 7-foot kobold, just like hello.
Yeah, that if I know, but I forgot that Finley can't speak Draconic. Of just like taking a kobold and just essentially putting Finley in it like a tauntaun and just trying to get him to sneak through somewhere, but he doesn't speak Draconic, so it wouldn't work. All right, I'm gonna try to attack that guy right there. I can see.
Ooh.
Come on, fellas.
You don't even get into the tunnel hole, right? Like that hits right next to. You know, it probably just hits the kobold that Kelly's holding.
Yeah, an arrow just comes in and hits the kobold on the back of the head this time. I'm just like, the fuck?
Pins it to the cave wall.
It is a pretty long shot, to be fair.
All right. The guy that's standing in the entranceway, still holding his shield, is going to draw one of his 3 spears and chuck it at Kelly. Actually, it doesn't have reach, huh? All right. That's not a hit. And Kuuzu Zuman in the back is going to say in common, "Put down your weapons or we will kill the small one."
Give us the girl and then we'll leave.
All right. I mean, he's just going to fire on Finley. Finley Longbottom. Wow, he misses Finley so badly.
Yay!
Kuuzu like fires a longbow shot, and he's just like last time, a perfect shot, and it flies through the air and then just sails right over Finley and keeps going until it hits the back of the cave.
I'm stronger in death than in life.
You cut me down, I'll be stronger than ever before.
Daka, things are getting.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I can actually do this. What's my movement? 30?
30.
Okay.
Show me your power.
So I'm gonna get to there.
Well, you actually measured from back here. You measured from the square you started in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You measured from one square in front of you.
I did that before I moved.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna. Can I move? Can I move Finley?
Can you move Finley? Yes, you can drag his ass. You would be moving at half speed. But also, I think you've already... Okay, so you're going to spend your second action to dash and keep moving?
It's either stabilize him now or get him out of line of sight.
What do you want to do?
Get him out. I'd get him out of line.
Get him out of line of sight.
Yeah, I'm going to get him out.
All right, which way are you dragging him?
I'm going to put him over here.
All right, you drag him
I'm
into the
pretty sure
corner.
that's still line of sight, though, right?
No, there's this wall right here.
Yeah. So it's like
He's
a
good.
little...
Yep. You drag him next to a dirty pool of water.
Yep.
Yay! I love
Drowns in a
bacteria.
puddle.
If you're standing there, Daka, you can still be seen by some of the targets.
Is that enough?
Yes,
Like,
that
is
would be enough. Like if you push yourself up against the cave wall and you drag Finley with you,
Yeah.
you're good. Kelly, shit is going poorly.
Okay, my turn.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
All right, you dash into the cave.
Oh shit!
You move your way through the tunnel. Oh, it's so cramped in here. You've got your shield out in front. The two of you are bashing shields together. Your little kobold head goes over the top of his shield, and he's like staring at a dead kobold in his face. What do you want to do?
I gave you an opportunity to give us the girl, and now I'm gonna make you give me the girl.
Okay.
Warhammer. Let's go. Where's the button to roll this? Oh, there it is.
That guitar line came in at a good time, by the way, when he was like, Warhammer, let's roll. And it was like, wow. Yeah, you slam up against his shield over and over again, but he's not giving any ground. He's pretty skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Finley, I'm going to need you to make your first death saving throw.
Yay! Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
You just roll a d20, right? Wow, you almost popped your...
You almost stabilized, yeah.
That is the first of three.
Yep.
They are going to switch weapons. The front two are going to switch to daggers, and they're going to pack tactics.
Isn't pack tactics a bonus action on their part?
Nope. The kobold has advantage on an attack roll against creatures if at least one kobold ally is within 5 feet.
Okay.
So I guess technically all the kobolds firing at you the entire round get pack tactics on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your AC is still like 21.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't too bad for you, but let's go ahead.
I'm in a pretty good situation.
20, keep highest 1 plus 4. That's a 23, and that's a 23 as well. So both of
pretty good tonight.
Yes, I know, it's very good. You run forward.
KH? Oh, is that drop the lowest? I think 2d20 KH is drop the lowest.
No, that's keep highest 1. Drop lowest is DL1. Your kobold shield is blocking the other guy's shield, and the two kobolds like slide into the space with the main kobold and begin stabbing up at your arms, trying to take out your vital strength in, you know, the thing where all of your vital strength is, the thing that carries blood and muscle. That's 1d4 plus 2 twice.
Mm-hmm.
You take 5 and then 3 damage as you get pretty severe cuts down both of your arms.
All right, I go to 0, but then I go to 1.
All right, you Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
The 3 back here are all going to fire on you with their slings.
Mm-hmm.
It's super weird that pack tactics. I'm not going to have them pack tactics on range attacks. That just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, in my understanding of pack tactic, it's like people surrounding the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Miss, and miss. Slings left and right. Your kobold shield is working overtime. What armor you have is being slammed by rocks over and over. Your orcish heritage keeps you up through this barrage, but it is not looking good. APGrim, the tide is turning against you.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a shit show.
You guys have got to hit some stuff.
Yeah, we do. Can I even shoot around him in that tunnel?
Yes. This is a +2 AC to the kobolds.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna move to let's show. Okay, so I'm moving up as far as I can. So it's 30. I might just do a double move, honestly.
Can you not hit from there?
I can, but
They've still got +2 AC on everything.
oh yeah, they're gonna have a +2 regardless. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still move up.
You run forward. At the end of it, you go into a slide, holding the bow across your body, and when you come to a stop, you fire.
How do you do the measure and move? What's the
space?
You grab your thing, then hold space.
Gotcha.
I don't know that works anymore. It's Q now. You hold it and you press Q.
Why are they changing shit?
I don't
Stop
know.
it.
I fucking know, man. All right, so I'm gonna
Nolan
shoot.
T. Jones.
Henley, I'm gonna apologize in advance. I'm just, the way shit works.
Wow. Yep, that'll do it. That'll nail that dude. Yeah, that's. He takes a hit. That would kill a regular kobold, but this guy is a considerable fighter. He takes the hit and seems relatively unfazed.
Oh, they got two turns before I get to go again, right? Oh no, they got one turn before now. Yeah.
Oh,
heavy misses,
man.
Heavy miss.
This guy's gonna. Oh no, you need two hands in order to do it. This guy's actually gonna disengage from Kelly now that he's been shot.
I get an attack of opportunity then.
He's using disengage.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
He spends his whole turn moving away.
Mhm.
He disappears around the corner and begins screaming in Draconic. APGrim, it cuts through for you because this guy's like their battlefield commander. His voice cuts through. He's like, "Someone take the front line! I'm falling back to get healing."
Okay.
I'm gonna go eat some Wheat Bix.
Kuuzuzumon also cuts away from the field of vision and disappears off behind one of the walls.
All right.
Daka.
Kelly's down.
No, Kelly is still at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Man, if Kelly was down, I would have just like grabbed him and dragged him back into the tunnel. There's some like horrifying murder fest.
The sweet kobold.
Take my shot. And
Not
then
that
pop
one.
back in.
Just stabbing you to death.
So,
All right, take your shot.
pop,
You get one
shot,
opportunity.
Nope,
No.
And lock. Back there.
You pop off a shot. All you hear, Kelly, is the sound of an arrow hitting the wall behind you and then falling to the floor between your feet.
Where's my orc squadron when you need it?
It's your turn, Kelly.
Bonus action. I would like to second wind.
All right. You suck in a deep breath. You open yourself to the power of Shenron.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The sensu bean enters your bloodstream. You actually get a fuck ton of HP back.
Yeah, it's not full, but it's pretty close to full. So, and I will. Yeah, there's no reason for me to move at this point. I wish. I think next time we come through here, boys, we might have to buy some alchemist fire or something like that.
Is that what you're saying over your shoulder?
No, I'm just thinking
Yeah, no,
about-
we definitely need some Molotovs.
Yeah, because if we see, here's the thing, like
lure them into a
the other
place
thing
where
that-
they'll actually hit them.
yeah, the other thing is too, like specifically, like we need to be able to get like experience points because we're sitting at level 1. If we were at level 2, this wouldn't be so much of a hassle. This fight.
You can
But
kill 2 kobolds.
that's true. We have killed 2 kobolds, but it's not going to be enough to get us to 300 XP.
Oh,
so,
definitely not. No.
Yeah. So I would like to bring the hammer down, Arthur.
Which one? Left or right?
Which one is easier for you guys to hit where you are?
They can hit both of them equally.
Okay, well then I'll
I'm
go.
passed out.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll go for that one. So the one
Very
on
well.
the left.
No.
Oh, just trash.
And I feel like this is the part where we stop to take a break because we're at 10 o'clock my time.
I don't think we've rolled over 10 on our
Yeah,
attacks.
your rolls have been actually
I got my
super
crit
bad.
at the very beginning and nothing since.
I got a 17, but it didn't do. I hit the elite, so it didn't do a lot of damage.
It knocked him back.
Yeah.
He walked off the battlefield, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
so
sure he'd be.
look, we'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. Will Kelly survive? Will Finley survive? Will anyone survive? We'll find out. Yeah, get fucked cliffhanger chat. Lol, lol, lol. YouTube is just like, well, the next episode starts in 5 seconds, so. We'll be back. Enjoy the break music.
Hot rest.